Hey everybody, what is going on? I am Maximus Rex and this is Big Baby Reviews. Today's Wildcard Sunday where we look at stuff that's different from our regularly scheduled videos during the week. So today we are looking at CRYPT #1. CRYPT is a character that was created by Stephen Platt, and because he owns the trademarks, any extreme comic that he appears in, or even there was a McFarlane toy, which I count myself lucky to actually have an edition of, has never really been reprinted because of that in any kind of form in trade paperbacks or anything like that. So if you want to get any kind of CRYPT action, you got to find the original comics. I was actually surprised to find this one in the dollar bin, but hey, took it out, and for $1 you can't go wrong. The art, at least on the covers, by CHAP YEAP, who I did within the extreme kind of Rob Liefeld clones and assistants and stuff that he had his studio. I actually really like CHAP YEAP's art. It's very reminiscent of Liefeld, but almost kind of, you know, where Liefeld went cleaner and a little more streamlined once he got to Image or later on in Youngblood. I feel like CHAP YEAP was doing the more extreme or pushing the extreme look even further than what Rob was doing maybe on X-Force just a little bit earlier. So I felt it was a little more reminiscent of that in its energy and its power. And it's inked by Danny Miki here, so cover looks great, gotta say. And this is going to be a read-through that we do together, guys, just because I've never actually opened up this comic book. That's why it's still in the bag here, just to prove it to you. And see the tape here. I always, personally, I just take all this tape off, so later on when you're sliding stuff in and out, you're not going to run into issues of tape stuck on your covers, right? That's happened to all of us. I hate it, so this way I just avoid all that. Again, I think the cover looks pretty cool. I'm hoping that as I go through, there's not too much to read. I'll try to get through it as quickly as possible if there is, and comment on the art and the story. Again, I have no idea if the interior art is by CHAP YEAP as well. I certainly hope so, but we're about to find out together if it is. Unless some of you maybe already read it and know the answer, but I can't hear you. All right, what do we got? Writer, Robert Napton. Penciler, Shelby Robertson. Have no idea who that is. I'm already disappointed. Inks, Danny Miki. Okay. Joe Weems, Jeanette Urbando. Never heard of her. Color, Laura Rode. Color separations, Extreme Colors. Letter, Associate Editor Kurt Hathaway. And we're going to stop there. CRYPT, created by Rob Liefeld and Stephen Platt. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know if there's some sort of argument then between the two. I was always under the impression that CRYPT was invented by Stephen Platt, and I feel like it's almost like Rob Liefeld who said that. So, don't know. That's a mystery. If anyone has the answer, let me know in the comments. All right. Youngblood headquarters. Yesterday, a symbol of security and might. Today, a monument to mortality. A horrifying reminder that victory is not without sacrifice. A few hours ago, a battle was waged here between the demon god Lord Chapel and the prince of darkness known as Lucifer. In the end, Chapel was destroyed and Lucifer returned to his kingdom of the damned. As chronicled in Extreme Sacrifice. Now as the smoke quietly billows from the twisted debris, the heroic survivors of this carnage must mend the tattered remains of their lives. Oh my god, so dramatic. For them, the war's over, but for others, this was merely a prelude, of things to come. Her name is Judas. Yeah, I don't know if I actually want to read all of this. It's already, like, not great, unfortunately. The art is kind of, I can see some of that Art Adams influence that they all have here. This is kind of a ballsy, interesting pose as well. But I will say already I'm disappointed that CHAP YEAP didn't draw the interiors of this. All right, the fact that her name is synonymous with betrayal is something that has always amused her. In her mind, however, she's not the betrayer. She is the betrayed, and she's determined to settle her debt with the man she holds responsible for her pain, Jonathan Taylor Prophet. But to do that, she must fulfill a diabolical covenant and save the life of her new master. It won't be long now, CRYPT Prophet may have It won't be long, CRYPT. Won't be long now, CRYPT. Jesus. Prophet may have claimed your head, but your soul awaits resurrection. So Prophet cut his head off at some point. It might be in that issue where Prophet and CRYPT square off. Was it against CRYPT? I guess it was in that crossover. I think I have that issue. At some point I'll get to it. If you can hear me, CRYPT, I've followed your instructions and brought the containment chamber. I'm activating its controls. Please, Master, come back to me. Slowly, a miasmic energy takes form and shape and saunters towards Judas. The strength is palpable, its movement chaotic. Okay, with words like miasmic and saunters, I know Rob Liefeld did not write this. In the inextinguishable life force of her master. Lots of big words here. It is the soul of CRYPT. Excellent. It is as you said it would be, CRYPT. Though your body was destroyed, your essence survives. Now I must protect you until I can carry out the second phase of your instructions. I love how she's just telling herself everything, and that's how we get the exposition. She's reiterating to herself what she needs to do. Basically what any normal person would think and not speak out loud. But it's comics, right? We got to find out somehow. And claim the body that is rightfully yours. Judas departs, failing to notice the lone figure emerging from the distant haze. He too has come here to complete a sacred charge, to absolve himself of sin, to trap a heretic. So again, the art, disappointed it's not CHAP YEAP, but I wouldn't say it's horrible. It's not great either. For Judas, it feels like a lifetime, but in truth, he only just arrived in this time and place, transported here from the future world of 2043 AD. Man, there's a lot of exposition that it's not being told in the images, right? In that time, yet to come, her time, North America has been conquered by the disciples, robotic automatons, who were conceived by Lord Darkthorn and created by Philip Omen for one purpose, the extermination of humanity. There's a link to the early Youngblood issues here with that fact, so that's kind of interesting. When Judas first arrived in the present, she had been ruthlessly conditioned by the disciples to assassinate Prophet and follow their creator Philip Omen. But while waiting for Prophet at Omen's Ragnarok compound, a stranger appeared, a shadow who freed her from their manipulations, CRYPT. But even after she broke through the disciple programming, one thing remained, her intense hatred of John Prophet. She still wished him dead, but now her reasons were personal. I almost had you, Prophet. I almost had you, and now John Prophet shall die. What? As told in Prophet number 9. Okay, this is all very confusing. Unit 9 will neutralize. Prophet, escape. No, disciple, you must allow me to kill him. I serve your kind. I serve Prophet. He mustn't escape. No, Badoom. Alright, this is looking pretty cool, actually. Not bad for that time. The old trope of the villain sitting in some sort of big, huge throne, right? That classic shot. I drew this a bunch of times. I've got a character, I forget his name, that I created, that every time I draw him, he's just basically in that chair sitting down. It's got kind of a Stephen Platt vibe to it. I guess that's why they chose this artist. I gotta be honest, guys, I'm just gonna stop reading here. So this is CRYPT. So this is what CRYPT looks like under that mask. Kind of an interesting look. Yeah, I mean, this just reads like most every other extreme comic, right? Prophet sporting that manga spiky hair look that he got at some point. And yeah, this is definitely someone who's the artist who's trying to reproduce kind of an Extreme Studios, but specifically Stephen Platt kind of vibe. I'm not quite sure it works as well as Stephen Platt stuff, but some interesting line work here on the armor of these guys, these wavy kind of lines. Never really seen that tried, and it kind of works. Could be worked a bit better. To look better, but I think the idea and the experimentation is nice. So yeah, like I said, guys, as I move forward, it's just, more of the same extreme stuff that I'm just not that interested in, at least storyline wise. So the art is serviceable for sure. I'll just again repeat that I'm very disappointed that we don't have any kind of CHAP YEAP art. So I'm just going to quickly get through these pages and finish off the review because there's not really that much interesting me at this point in this issue. And I guess this is going to be a pretty short Sunday review, but every once in a while there's just not enough material to really be on there for too long. So that's how this is going to end. To be continued. I didn't even know there was a second issue of CRYPT. Judging from what I saw here in the first issue, not going to be looking at that. Kind of a weird Mr. Gone kind of vibe from his, not exactly a cape, I guess. What is this, a dashiki or something? But I get slight Sam Keith vibes there. Newman had some interesting art, right? From Todd Knock. He got a lot better too. He's one of those extreme guys that, got better over time, I think. So we got a profile on Stephen Platt. This might be actually interesting to go through. So what does it say here? So at this point, he's 25 years old. Profession is penciler. Credits: Prophet Volume 1, Number 4, 5 to 8 and 10. Extreme Sacrifice, Moon Knight 55 to 57 and 60. Hometown: Toronto, Canada. Yes, I knew he was Canadian. How he got into comics. On a college school trip to New York City, I chanced upon a Marvel employee in a bank. A week later, I was given a 4-part Moon Knight story, which went unfinished when I was assigned to the Moon Knight regular series. I was soon hired by Rob Liefeld to take over the penciling chores on Profit. Influences. This should be interesting. Gaetano it's Liberator, badly spelled. Moebius. Enki Belial. Okay, whoever all right, whoever wrote this down had no idea about any kind of European comics and how their names are spelled. Frank Miller, Tom McFarlane, Jim Lee, Jeff Darrow, Will Spertasio, Rob Liefeld, Simon Bisley, and Dale Keown, and John Woo, James Cameron. Dale Keown, I've mentioned before, doesn't get mentioned a lot, and I see a lot of that look in Stephen Platt's early hatching work. Working on Profit, I'm excited to work with Chuck Dixon. He's one of my favorite writers. This book allows me to draw everything I enjoy to draw, or I enjoy drawing. That's some weird English. Plus pushes the limits of my abilities. I couldn't ask for a better book to work on. Future plans, keep drawing comics, create new characters, world domination. Spare time, watch movies, read books, and go dancing. Interesting. And who would play you in a movie about yourself? Billy Crystal. Really? That's an odd choice, but it's the early 90s. And that's it about Stephen Platt. So issue 2 of Crypt has a cover by Stephen Platt as well. It's very small here. Who draws it though? That's what I remember about the Extreme Comics, right? Like, okay, let's show you the cover. Ooh, looks like Stephen Platt. Betcha he doesn't draw the interiors. Slicing through the pages of Extreme Sacrifice, the mysterious Crypt hacked his way through an army of superheroes, leaving a trail of corpses in his wake before confronting Prophet. Now, the shrouded harbinger of evil is back and at large. Who exactly is he, and what's his connection with Jonathan Taylor Prophet? Find out in this 2-issue miniseries chronicling a tale of true evil, guest starring Prophet. Okay, so it's a 2-issue. This is announced as Crypt number 1, which is weird because we're reading Crypt number 1. So I guess they just had this as kind of a blanket ad in all the Extreme books in the same month. So maybe because I know it's a 2-parter, I'll see if I can find Crypt number 2, or at least find out if there's some good art in there. If it's a good artist, I might get it and continue the review. If not, well, I guess this is where it ends for me and Crypt. Back in the day, this lady, if I'm not mistaken, that Rob was using to do Evangeline was actually, I think she was Vampirella for a while, and he kind of stole her away from Harris Comics. That might be a rumor. I'm not 100% sure. A lot of Rob Liefeld artwork, but again, mostly covers right now. A lot of interior art from him around this time. Fabian Ribeiro. I remember him coming out. There was something kind of interesting I got to say about his style. It's got the extreme sheen on top, but underneath it feels a little bit more Wildstorm. And there's just something about his mastery of foreshortening here, slightly cartoonier style that I find interesting. Definitely see some promise in his artwork. Don't know if he kept it up or where he's at now. So if anyone has any details on Fabian Ribeiro, let me know about it in the comments. All right, guys, there it is. My very short review of Crypt issue number 1. I guess the best part really was the cover. So I'm glad I got it at least for that. If you're still watching and you're still subscribed to the channel, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys sticking around. If you are watching but you're not subscribed, please do so below. It only takes a quick second for you. Really helps the channel out, helps us grow, and helps get us out there to other people who are into comic books just like we are. So everyone out there, have a great Sunday and have an awesome day.
Like! Subscribe! Like! Subscribe!
King Comics presents Big Baby, Volume 1, Issues 1 to 13, 204 pages of story and art. King Comics also presents Star Crasher one-shot, 32 pages, cosmic sci-fi surrealist adventure. You can find these fine comics at KingComics.CA, at MaximusRex13 on Instagram, or on Facebook, MaxRex or Big Baby.